Welcome to Midweek Manna. It is February 3rd. Can you believe it? 2021. It is very cold here in Hudson, North Carolina. We are up against the Blue Ridge Mountains near Blowing Rock and Boone, and the wind, whew, it's brutal. So wherever you are, I hope you are warm. I hope you have plenty of food to eat, and I hope you can see the sunshine. It is a beautiful winter day. You have joined us at Hudson United Methodist Church. I'm Pastor Holly McKim. I pastor Hudson United Methodist Church, where we have continued on Facebook Live now for 10 months. Thank you for your continued finding us and joining us and listening in and contributing to us. We definitely appreciate all of your comments, all of your monetary support, and your prayers. Thank you so much. Midweek Manna is meant to be a little nosh, a little snack, spiritual snack that is, during the week. We are in worship on Facebook Live on Sunday mornings at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So this Midweek Manna on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is just kind of a hump day snack. Let's get through the rest of our week as followers of Christ. So blessings to you. I'm going to give you a moment to find a Bible. If you have a different device, you can look up Romans chapter 12, verse 15. Romans chapter 12, verse 15. If you happen to have a physical Bible near you, you can look it up in there. Romans is in the back in the New Testament, toward the end of the book. Romans chapter 12, verse 15. That verse in the Common English Bible reads, "Be happy with those who are happy and cry with those who are crying." Be happy with those who are happy and cry with those who are crying. I think Paul is talking about empathy. I have been reading and studying in a discussion group on a book called Dare to Lead by Brene Brown. And her chapter 4 in Dare to Lead, she talks a great deal and at length about empathy, not apathy, empathy. Some people mistake empathy for sympathy. And I like the way Brene Brown explains empathy. You see, Paul is writing this letter to the church or churches in Rome. And again, like I said on Sunday in the church in Corinth, Paul is trying to create church, these Christ followers. He's trying to pull them together from wherever they are, whatever status they are, whatever beliefs that they hold. He's trying to corral them around the good news of Jesus Christ. And so the heading right under this chapter 12 in the Common English Bible, it says transformed relationships. Brene Brown might say that empathy is the master key to transforming relationships. And isn't that what we're all about in our Christian walk? It's not just about us. Sometimes we get really stuck on ourselves and thinking about this Christian life is just our Christian life. But it's more than that. Paul wants us to be present with people. So let's explore empathy. Empathy. Let me ask you some questions. When someone tells you that they have some bad news, that they want to share some bad news with you, not about you, but about them, how do you respond to that? How do you respond when someone has a difficult time? They're sad, they're mad, they're frustrated, they're whatever. Do you say something like, "Suck it up, life is life"? Or do you respond about a time when you had it even worse? And you say something like, oh, let me tell you about when. That response really shuts me down. I'm done after that. Or do you gasp and relay how you would feel if that happened to you? You might say, oh my goodness, I would just die. You don't really affirm what that person is feeling. Or like me, many times I am too busy, or I have my own agenda, and someone tells me some bad news, and then I might say appropriately, I'm so sorry. And I wait a few seconds, and then I move on and I change the subject to what it is that I want to talk about. I wonder how many people I have shut down by giving that response. So let's test your empathy quotient. How about that? Empathy, as defined by Brené Brown in her book, Dare to Lead, she says empathy is a feeling with people. Sympathy is a feeling for people. You can feel sorry for someone, but then you move on. Empathy is feeling with people. Empathy fuels connection between people, and empathy is making sacred space for the person going through a difficult time. You acknowledge their feelings and you are present with them. That's what empathy looks like. You empathize with their feelings. It's about their feelings, not about your feelings. No waiting a few seconds and then moving on, changing the subject. Empathy is showing someone that they are not alone. You may or may not understand what they're going through, but you do understand it might be a difficult time, and you want them to know they're not alone. You're there to listen. You're there to be present. Empathy, according to Brené Brown, is being mindful. It's paying attention to someone else and how they feel. It's trying to look at the world through their eyes, see it from their perspective. Now, empathy is a choice. That doesn't mean that we take off our own lenses. We can't do that. But we can look through our lenses and try to see their perspective. Brené Brown goes on to say that empathy, while it is a choice, it is also infinite and renewable. And the more we have, the more we give, the more empathy there is for all to have. It's kind of like a renewing source, like a spring of fresh water. Now let's go back to Romans 12:15 again. Do you hear Paul saying, be present, be empathetic with someone. Be happy when someone is happy and cry with someone when they cry. There's power, may we even say healing power, in saying things to someone who's giving you bad news about themselves, to say, I feel you. Me too. Or, I know that feeling, and it's very difficult. Or even to say, I'm here for you. We can learn more about being more empathetic, and we can take our own lenses. We can't take our own lenses off, but we can be present, we can listen, and we can allow someone to feel what they are feeling, not to redirect their feelings, not to make ourselves feel better, but just to allow them to feel what they're feeling. I also like what Paul says in verse 18. Romans 12, verse 18, Paul writes, if possible, to the best of your ability, live at peace with all people. Just a little spiritual snack, something to chew on, like my puppy Carter with her little rawhide chew. It keeps her quiet for a pretty long time. May this little nugget keep you chewing on God's word for a little while, until we are together again on Sunday, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm Pastor Holly McKim here with my tech guru, Kim Burns. Thank you for joining us for Midweek Manna. Blessings, friends. Thank you.